and welcome back to week 6 of the SPL. The Toronto Maple News, well, you know, the run's been a little iffy, let's say that. But I'm ready to hit the books. I am ready to hit the training grounds, and I'm ready to start winning. So this week we're going up against That's a +1, and this team is a little scary. This is how the two teams look matching up against each other. And right away, Whimsicott and Terrakion. I only was there for a little bit of the VGC era where this was just like a terrifying thing to go up against. And I didn't even play during the worst era of it. But I know very much so that those are two Pokemon that I have to give respect to. Also, having watched some of these matches, he loves the Huzui and Zoroark gameplay. So I really wanted to make sure that in my team building, I don't fall for anything, right? I'm not going to be hitting a fighting move into any Pokemon for it to then be a Huzui and Zoroark, etc. I just want to make sure to give a lot of respect in that aspect. Regidrago as well is something that's actually a Pokemon I wanted to draft. I picked up the Ogerpon and then the Roaring Moon and then Chi-Yu. And then my next Pokemon was going to be Regidrago. And then That's a +1 grabbed it. And I think he actually was going for the Regidrago Chi-Yu. So we were kind of having similar ideas in that little bit of draft phase. My very original plan actually was looking at like a Whimsicott Regidrago Chi-Yu. So I thought that was kind of funny. But Regidrago, a lot of damage. I just need to make sure that I can deal damage back and make sure that I have some immunities on my team. Specifically looking at Pokemon like Roaring Moon, that I'm not really falling into anything like, you know what I mean? So this is the team that I ended up bringing. So this team isn't quite as quirky. I think the only real quote unquote quirky part of it is Burning Jealousy on the Chi-Yu as opposed to Snarl. I don't really think that I'm too worried about special attackers or like with the Zoroark, of course that is a little bit of worry, but at the point at which I'm luring the special attack, I might as well just KO it. So we have Burning Jealousy instead. This way, if I do have Chi-Yu in front of the Terrakion and something else, and I think that +1 is in a perfect position to be like, oh, I can just go ahead and press a beat-up or something, that I can then just Burning Jealousy, do damage, and then burn it and not have to worry about it. So I thought that was cool if it does come up. Indeedee with Imprison Trick Room, I thought about maybe playing more into a Trick Room-oriented version of this team this week, because I do have a couple of those pieces. And my team is naturally really fast. So if I leaned into that Trick Room mode, maybe it would catch him off guard. But he could also then go into the Trick Room mode thinking that, well, I'm going to go straight fast mode. It got a little too weird. So instead, I decided, okay, I'm just going to go for the fast mode. And I'm going to Trick Room Imprison to make sure that he cannot go for the slow mode. Gallade, just good stuff moves. Roaring Moon, I have the Fairy, so I'm not taking super effective from a Regidrago. I also opted for Stomping Tantrum. I forget why. Awesome. Corviknight, I went for Terra Ground here. The reason being is I wanted to have a defensive Terra type for the Corviknight. And then looking across the board, I was like, wait, Steel Flying is actually decently good because I'm not really worried about Steel. Dragon doesn't do as much. Rock doesn't even do super effective because of the Steel. So I thought about kind of the worst case worst, which would be an Electivire or something like that, or a just a Flamethrower or something. So I went for Terra Ground. I didn't really think I'd be clicking it, so I have the option. Other than that, I got Tailwind on 2 of my Pokemon, the Roaring Moon and the Corviknight. Give myself a little bit of flexibility for which one I want to bring, who I want to be setting up the Tailwind, since I am going for a faster mode. And I can't just opt to not have Tailwind, considering he does have Whimsicott, and I'm not going to get swept from a Tailwind team when I got 2 Tailwind Pokemon, right? Yeah, other than that, seems all pretty normal, good stuff Pokemon. These have been ones that I've been more heavily leaning on. Regieleki, I just don't think was a good call into this team because it's a little squishy. And yeah, there is obviously just immunities on the other team, so I just didn't really think that would be too good. But yeah, I kept it a little bit more normal. I'm going to play a little bit more straightforward. I've had some great help from friends over in the Oko Discord server. The Oko is the podcast that me and Joe Brown run, for anyone who hasn't heard of it. We talk about BGC stuff, and we have an awesome community over in Discord. So they've helped me with the prepping for this team, and I'm feeling okay going into this match. I'm not nervous. Like I said, I've prepped, I've looked over the stuff, and I'm ready to get a win. So let's get to it. All right, it's time for the match. I'm ready for my first win, and looking at this team, I again didn't get to do the most amount of prep going into this, but I am right about all of these Pokemon. I actually even thought that Gastrodon had a really good chance of coming to this match, considering it does have Water Absorb, whatever, like Storm Drain, to make it so Ivy Cudgels from the Ogerpon. Obviously, we get redirected, so that's something to be aware of. Something else is, I know in past weeks that +1 has like, okay, yeah, the Zoroark games. So I don't really want to fall into that. I think what I said that I wanted to do, I think like some combination of like Growing Moon or like Corviknight in the lead. If I do Growing Moon, then I have to commit to Terastallization if I do think there is a potential as a Regidrago. I think offhand Corviknight would be good against most or all of these things. So we're gonna go for this. I think in the bot. I put a lot of emphasis on what I wanted to bring for a team. I'm kind of realizing now that I actually don't know what to what to play. What 4 Pokemon I want. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, and DD and Gallade were 2 that I wanted to bring to the match, but I don't know. I think all of my Pokemon are good here, so... Oh no. Okay. Regidrago is Steel, Tracheon is Dragon, Whimsicott's Rock, Hisuian Zoroark is Normal, Gastrodon is Dart. So, alright. Good luck, have fun. Good luck to us. I need it. I need it. Okay. So, like, do we think this Regidrago is a Regidrago? Or do we think it's a Zoroark? Let's be honest right now. The one thing that kind of sucks about the Ogerpon in the lead for this is, like, I don't think that I really do too much damage to either, so I don't really think, like, that would be the most, like, worst thing. Like, neither of these Pokemon are really doing anything worthwhile. But it might just be good to do some damage. Break that. We're just gonna get rid of the Whimsicott, honestly. Alright. I should have clicked Tailwind, is actually what I should have done. Alright, so it is a Zoroark. Cool. Corviknight takes that really well. That, break the sash. So, lead. Zoroark and Whims. Tailwind. And I can set up Tailwind this turn. I actually think that a Spiky Shield and a Tailwind is decently free. Or, like... Yeah, I don't really want to take the other hit. So it's just like spread damage moves, right? I didn't bring the Gallade for this, but it's just spread damage. Corviknight should take these hits. So we're gonna do this Spiky Shield and a Tailwind. So then I can have a speed on the Ogerpon next turn. And then, alright. Alright, Whims, KO'd. Tracheon. Alright, Terastallization. Tracheon had Dragon. Regidrago had Steel. Sorry, it's a Zoroark. So we got Normal. So we're looking for all the damage. Is this just an attempt to get rid of my Corviknight? Because this kind of seems to be what it is. Okay, Hyper Voice. I got a bulky bird. I got a bulky bird. Okay, it depends. A miss would just be swell here. I do have really good defenses. Awesome. Don't flinch, don't flinch, don't flinch. All right. That's a little too close for comfort there, but Corviknight is an absolute beast, as we know. That is okay. Now we have even speeds. What do I have in the back? I'm just trying to debate what I think is problematic or like what. So we know that their last is Regidrago. I haven't done Terrestrialization yet for that reason. I could get greedy and go for this. Corviknight, I don't think I'll get a Roost, but I can try. Regidrago, okay, this is Scarf. Right? That's Scarf, right? Yeah. Well, I guess I didn't, like, fully invest into my Ogre Pokemon, so I actually don't know. Zoroark, maybe Zoroark Scarf. Sword Stance, all right. All right, we got Rory Moon and Chi-Yu. Rory Moon is going to be faster than all these things. What did I put on the Rory Moon again for attacks? Oh my goodness. I am locked with Scarf, the Chi-Yu. I think that's fine. It's just going to be 2 things of damage. The real Regidrago is in the back. So, like, do I just rip Terrestrialization now? Just in case, right? It's not like the Terrakion has anything that's really going to hit me. And then just Heat Wave here. I think is the best. This, I mean, the Zoroark, like, I'm not really enjoying these hyper voices, like, don't get me wrong. But I still think the Terrakion at a +2 is scarier. And ripping Terrestrialization in case, I don't know, actually. Just for funsies, I guess. Just for the love of the game, do as much damage as possible. I say for funsies, no, I want to do super effective damage. It's not for the love of the game. I hate the game. I hate your Terrakion, that's what I hate. I don't hate this game, Chi-Yu is the god. Yes, I love this game. Let's go, little Chi-Yu, you're so good, buddy. I love it. Well, this is a great game, guys. This is a great game. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, Chi-Yu, you're so good. You're so good, little buddy. You're so good, Rory Moon. Good job, guys. Good job. Also, Zoroark will be Scarf. Zoroark just Scarf. I'm just being silly. All right, and then Regidrago should be the last. And then I just click the buttons. Let's go. Game is taking forever to communicate. I always like stress in these moments, like, oh my gosh, is the game about to crash, right? And like majority of the time, it's actually just the opponent sitting there thinking of the game plan, what they're going to be doing for game 2, etc. But I'm always like, oh my gosh, the game is crashing. This just gives us another moment to reflect on what we want to do. So that was really close with the Corviknight. Like, I think we ended up bringing an okay plan into this. I think the plan that I did end up bringing was decently disrespectful and a little scary on that note. All right, so we just, yeah, click the buttons. Chi-Yu's locked. This is gonna give away that it's locked, I'm sure. Me triple checking I sent over the right Terra types. I accidentally put the Roaring Moon down as the ground as opposed to Corviknight at first, and then had to change it. So then I like triple checked everything, like, oh my goodness. So. Look at that, he's so cute. Good job, little Chi-Yu. He's so good. He's so good. I believe that was a full one-shot on the Zoroark as well, so not Sash. Dragon Sword Dance, we never really got to see anything else, of course. Regidrago is the last one. We obviously knew that. Yeah, I feel like if he's thinking this much about the 4 Pokemon I brought, I feel like that's also just like a, hey, I brought a decent like little game plan into this, you know? Okay, so either Roymoon sucks or Regidrago is amazing. But Chi-Yu is the best, so none of it matters in the end. Let's go. All right. Okay. Okay, Sierra, lock in. Lock in. Lock in. We have not won. Like, come on, lock in, Sierra. Do this. Okay. So what was really nice about that match is getting rid of the Whimsicott, like, frame 1. So then the Whimsicott couldn't set up the Terrakion, it couldn't Encore me, and then it couldn't stick around or do anything. So I think that was awesome. I liked that. I enjoyed getting rid of the Whimsicott. Like, do I switch what I lead? That's the main thing. So if, like, I'm not having, like, if I didn't have an issue with the 4 Pokemon I brought, what could he counter with that could make it an issue? It actually doesn't, like, no, I still think that lead is really, really solid. And I think this time what might be good potentially is just going ahead and trick root. No, because, like, that was the whole thing, was I got rid of the Whimsicott. Do I want... Do I do the same thing? That's what I'm stuck on. Where could there be changes? Whimsicott protecting. I did double into it turn 1. If this Whimsicott has protect, that would be not good, but will it have protect? That is the question. Could just Roaring Moon right away for damage. No, I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna go with the same. I don't know if I like bringing the same 4. Like, I always get paranoid with when I should switch something up in comparison to when I should switch it. Switch something. I think I just said the same thing. When I should keep it the same in comparison to when I should switch it. But I think that was a decently strong win in game 1. Corviknight is built, so that's fine. All right, we get Jirachi. What does Jirachi even do? Like, realistically, I think, like, it as Iron Head. Cool. Like, what does it even do? Genuinely. It's Terra Fire. Do we just call that it's Terra Firing to, like, try and get rid of the Corviknight? That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. But I don't think it's good. We're gonna switch. I feel like, no, it's gonna Terra Fire, and I just missed a free Ivy Cudgel into the slot. I think. I switched to take a potential Terra Blast. Oh, Terrakion is Flamethrower. All right. Oh, it's Zoroark with Flame. That was okay. I'm not gonna lie. I might, like, the wheels in my head were absolutely spinning. And they were like, what are you, like, what is happening? Okay, Room Service Jirachi. I still don't know what it does. Room service. Okay. Like, you could not, like, the wheels in my head. I'm like, why is Terrakion as flamethrower? Like, I was so confused. So confused. Did I put protect on my Roaring Moon? No. That's fine, I think. Do Horn Leech again. I got knockoff for Jirachi. Probably just safe to do. Switching Gastrodon! Switching Gastrodon! Do it! Do it! Do it! Let's go! Gastrodon is so cooked! You think your Gastrodon is good? Let's go! This Escargo is an Escar no-go. And I mean, it was just such a safe call too. Like, at that point, I know that there isn't really too much HP on the Zoroark, so just hitting the other move into it, knowing there's the possibility of a Gastrodon, is just super, super safe. So I feel great about that. How many more turns? Trick Room, there should be 3. Yep, there's a lot. And now I'm free to go for this. It is Terra Dragon Terrakion. I can just go ahead and KO. It gets weird if it is Terra Dragon, but I still think that's fine. I kind of just want rid of the Jirachi. Hopefully it's not Iron Head again. Maybe this is a throw. This might be a throw. Oh, it's a throw. No, oh no, oh no. It's a throw, ladies and gentlemen. It's just gonna, please don't Iron Head. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad at this game. You know what? I want the Roaring Moon to die. I want to bring Corviknight in for free. That's exactly what we're doing. Cope. That was bad. I was so worried about this Terrakion with the dart, like with the Dragon Terastallization. But at least this covers it, right? So, okay, I think that's actually fine. I think that's fine. Actually, it's not, because I would always die to the Iron Head. So, like, it's not, but, like, in this moment, it is, you know? Like, it's technically not fine. It's technically not, but like it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. What terastallization is Zoroark? What is this? What is this? Normal, like it's fine. It's fine. Pink, we just get into that. It has flamethrower. This is also a throw, because I let the Corviknight die and then interfere. But if it's a flamethrower and Iron Head, then Chi-Yu will tank it. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. That's actually fine. Last turn of Trick Room. Alright, like, I'd like to KO this Zoroark, please. 1 KO, please. I'm burning Jealousy, so, like, it's guaranteed to land. Probably, right? I feel like that's a smart one. Alright, don't flinch, please. Don't flinch. No flinch. Ogerpon, what are you doing? Ogerpon, what are you doing? It's fine. Burning Jealousy. That's fine. Chi-Yu is the best. I don't need any other Pokemon on this team but Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is the best little fish. I have never doubted you once in VGC. Cope. Let's go! Let's go, Editulo! And Chi-Yu was amazing. Oh, let's go. Big smiles. GG's. Scary team. So I'm glad that it worked out how it did, because I was panicking a little bit when I saw everything. So yeah, GG's. And there it is, week 6, and we've got a win. Chi-Yu amazing. Thank you, Chi Yu, beating every allegation today. That's awesome. And it's really nice to see that, like, just trusting myself a little bit more. Um, Building with the Yoko server, some great people with great ideas, and not just like relying on like the same like top players to tell me like what is good. I'm very grateful for them for helping me out, don't get me wrong, but it having this progression of like, okay, it's okay to lose, and it's okay, like, it just what am I comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I think that's a really big character development arc for me. So to be able to be put along that path and then to get a win on top of that, and a 2-0 nonetheless, is just like really good. So make sure to send some love to That's a +1 below. Say GG's, all of that. But yeah, we got a couple more weeks of SPL. Hopefully we can get some wins there too. But thank you all so much for supporting. Thank you all so much for watching. And thank you, Chi Yu, once again. You're the best. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Thank you all again. Peace.